What is up, guys? It's Vincent from Atomic Gaming, and I'm here with...
Yo, back again, Bobby. Back on a new deck profile this time.
Gotcha. He obviously won this mat out of the winner mat. I think it's back to duel thing. Of course, it's a long-awaited deck profile.
It's not that
busy
long-awaited.
man. You know he's out there winning.
Ducking and dodging.
Let's go. So, what'd you play?
Played a new deck. Played the best deck of the format. Don't at me. No, at me. At me.
You already did it
Straight at
before.
me. Playing PK Brave.
Gotcha. Well, let's get into the deck profile.
All right, starting out with the monsters. Playing the mandatory 3-0. Play 3 Torn Scale.
You gotta turn them around, buddy. You know it is.
You're right.
You know it is.
Play 3 Torn Scales. Does anything you want to facilitate. Probably never going to activate his effect on normal summon. You're always going to bring him back and then activate the effect if you need it. If you don't, you're good. It's just the mandatory starter of the deck, really. Next, and I swear to God, if one of y'all flame me again, play 3 Silent Boots.
Oh, what we got here?
Third one's in the mail.
That's what
Actually, no, third one's in the back. Oh, I'm mad.
Why?
That one has a bend in it.
Oh, not even near mid. It's okay. We know what he does with his cards in his free time.
Shut up. You play the 3 of these. It's a searcher, but also an extender for if you control another Phantom Knight. It's also an extender, helping you into the Cherubini play to get you to Enchantress into the right combo.
Gotcha.
Still playing 3 of these. Next, only a 2 of, at least in my opinion. Again, it's in the mail.
It's alright.
Also a good starter if you happen to draw it along with the Silent Boots. It is another searcher for a monster this time, so you start off with this and another extender. You can search for the Silent Boots for later and just keep extending afterwards. And it also comes up for when you need to go into the artifact DAG to play. And I'll show you that. I'll show you how that comes up later. Next are the last 2 Phantom Knights you play in the deck. You play 1 Stained Greaves and 1 Giga Gloves. Ragged Gloves. I don't know why I say Giga Gloves. This is an extender either from hand or graveyard. If in hand, if a Phantom Knight is special summoned, you can summon this from hand as well. Also, if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to summon another Phantom Knight from hand. And Ragged Glove. What the hell is so quiet in here? It's a foolish for any of your Phantom Knight cards in your graveyard, and it's just if it ever comes up, it's just a good thing. It's a good monster for material for the break sword. It's to help beat over any monster you may have to deal with later on. All right, next going into the spicy, the expensive portion of the deck.
The young brave engine.
Smaller brave engine.
So curiosity before you explain.
Fair enough.
I'm sure you were going to go into it.
Yeah.
Why only 2?
In this deck, you honestly don't need more than 2. In this, you can either draw her, which is fine, or for later on, if you have 2 level 3s, which is close to impossible to not have in this, you can always send her off Cherubini. So she's always live. Having more than 2 is fine if you always want to see it, but having the 2 is perfectly fine. It's been getting me. I don't even want to say just by. It's been doing well enough for me that I think it's fine at 2.
Gotcha. All right, we'll continue with your explanation.
And you also have the 1 Griffin Rider for the Omni Negate. Just hope that your opponent does not have the Imperm along with the Nibiru.
Hey, it is what it is. You got it.
And I'd always have it. All right, we're gonna get into a bit of the extenders here, the level 3 extenders. Play the 1 Psychic Tracker, the 1 Psychic Wielder, the 1 Speed or Terror Top,
Spice,
the 1 Junk Forward, and the 1 Kagamusha Knight.
That's a lot of garnets, sir.
Actually, they're not.
I mean, in this deck, no.
I was gonna say these are not garnets at all. any one of these just getting by can get you into the combo itself. These are just to help anyway. You also play the you play 2 e-tellies just to help dig these out of your deck if you just so need it, if you don't draw these as well.
You're gonna learn one day.
If it happens, it happens, but it ain't happened yet. And we also do play the DPE engine in this as well, so you play the 1 Celestial and the 1 Dasher. Still waiting on that Celestial hit, but probably won't ever come. And the other Spice, you play the 1 Scythe. As most decks do nowadays. And as for hand traps, we really only play the 3 of Ash Blossom. Standard, kind of self-explanatory and mandatory nowadays. There's so many things Ash can hit that is close to impossible to not have to play. And then next, going into the spell portion of the deck, we play a lot of these. Again, as with the Enchantresses, I am only playing 2 right. And since it got hit, quote, playing 2 Fusion Destiny, playing also 2 drop.
Because, you know, we got 2 ultis right now. Working on that 3rd one real quick.
Also, the ulti Fusion Destinies are also in the mail. They'll be here soon. Soon enough.
What, a couple months? It's alright.
In the post. But with this, if you honestly don't know what this does, which I really hope by now you do, this is what gets you into a lot of the accessible, like the Omni Negate and the setup for a lot of stuff you can do. This is what gets you the Adventure token / Brave token, and it helps facilitate a lot of stuff in the deck. Also, for other extenders, we play 2 e-telly. Again,
In the mail.
in the mail. This helps you get to your extenders, and also in the side deck, I do play one little spicy tech in here that is also good for this, just in case I need it for later on.
Might as well just call it the spice deck.
Just a little bit. And next, we're going on to the one of all of the spells. We play the 1 Rhoda. It's a Phantom Knight deck. If you're not playing Rhoda, you're not playing the deck right. Playing 1 Foolish. It dumps any monster you need. More often than not, you're probably dumping the Ancient Cloak, Ragged Gloves, or the Enchantress. Playing the 1 Call by the Grave is, in a combo deck like this, you're probably gonna want to play this. If it was at more than 1, you would obviously play more than one of these. You also play the 1 Fateful Adventure and the 1 Drakeback. Drakeback is a funny card, and it also combos well with Fateful Adventure depending on how your combo runs. The ability for it to equip back to your adventure token after you discarded it, let's say to search for something off of Faithful, or you discard it off of Torn Scale after you summon it back, comes up a lot, more than you think it should and probably would. This card is just annoying to deal with, but if your opponent can't deal with it, it's GG, no refund.
Pretty much. All the spells.
That will be all the spells for now. And next we move on to the last portion of the deck, the traps. Since it is a Phantom Knight deck, sticking to playing 3 Fogblade is essentially the substitute for Imperm in the deck. 7, you obviously can't activate it from hand. You're going to have to set this, but it's also technically an extender, because you can pitch it off of Torn Scales, or you can send it to grave with Ragged Gloves and banish it to reborn one of your guys in the grave. It's any Phantom Knight at that point too, so you can also bring back the Rusty Bardies from your grave to help you continue on to your plays next turn as well. And the last 2 is the 1 Wing and the 1 Shade Brigandine. Phantom Knight Wing is similar to Fog Blade and the fact that you can banish it from grave to summon one of your guys back. But it also has a weird effect on board if you haven't activated, where it makes your monster gain any monster that it targeted gain 500, and once it can be destroyed by battle or card effects, which comes up sometime, but not a whole lot, depending on your matchup. And also the Shade Brigandine.
The standard, pretty much.
Yeah, the extended you can search off of the Silent Boots.
So let's get into that extra deck, and then we'll get into that nice side deck.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the extra deck's kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah, this one is very self-explanatory. You only play the one fusion, the one
DP.
man himself,
I mean, them sleeves, though, splashing them like water.
Splash, baby.
Oh my
Splash.
God.
All right. Going on, moving onward. Play, 5 Xyz? Play the 1 Livia of the Sea Dragon. This is what also helps you in the Dagda play, because this can help you get back your Ancient Cloak. That facilitates the Dagda play to help you set your artifact site. Moving onward, play. Most decks don't play this, but I do, because I feel like it's probably one of the better ratios to play of it. I play the 2 Break Sword. It's weird for me to say, but also it does kind of help later on in the game. You more likely will summon the 1 earlier, like on your first turn combo, to help you summon back two more of your guys, but it also, if you have, let's say, the Wing or the Fog Blade still in your grave, you can also bring this back during your opponent's turn to help summon it back to a zone that rest your party's points to and pop a card, which does, it will definitely come up at some point. But also the effect to just being able to pop itself and then pop another card on board, even if you don't go first, and still continue on afterwards, is pretty nice in and of itself. And for the last 2 Xyz that I play the 1 Downer Magician and the 1 Zeus.
Of course, gotta have the access backup plays and
Exactly.
all that.
There's always backups for my backups.
Well, let's get into that side deck.
Oh no, hold your
Oh, you
horses.
still got more.
We still got more.
Damn, sorry, I'm bad at counting. You know, we Yu-Gi-Oh players don't count or read correctly.
We don't read. I count because I need to know how much damage I'm putting up on board.
Better no.
Yeah. Going into links, we play the 1 for the link ones. We play 1 Salamangreat Almirage and the 1 Link Spider.
Gotcha.
The Almirage comes up when you need, let's say, like, your hand isn't the best, but isn't the worst. You can't get to Cherubini. You can't get to any of your other plays. Let's say you just draw the 1 of either probably Silent Boots. Let's say not Silent Boots. Ancient Cloak. You can get this. Search anything else you may need. Ancient Cloak or Boots. You can summon them. Link into this. Search whatever else you may need, and you can easily get to the Verte Anaconda for the DPU play. And this in the Link Spider, so much. And the Link Spider is also for extension if you happen to draw the Shade Brigandine, because you can link the Shade Brigandine off for this to make another effect monster for the Verte Anaconda. Link 2s in the deck. We are playing 3 of them. Play the Cherubini, the Artifact Dagda, and the Predator Verte Anaconda. Cherubini for the obvious dump of any level 3 that you need, and it also help you go into your go into Rusty afterwards. After you've already summoned the Boots, you can search the Shade Brigandine, summon it, link the Shade Brigandine and this off into the Rusty. And the Dagda is what helps you Scythe Lock your opponent. And the fact that the effect of this being, if any monster on board activates this effect, you can chain this, set an artifact from your deck, which is, in my opinion, stupid, but if it's legal, then we're just gonna have fun with it at this point. And the Verte Anaconda is self-explanatory at this point. It does what it does, and it does it well. Moving on to Link 3s, play two of them. Play the one Rusty Bardies, and you play the one Nightmare Unicorn. Rusty, what's up? Okay. Rusty to help you set up your back row, either your Fall Blade or your Phantom Knight's Wing if you somehow find yourself not being able to get to it. But it also dumps any of your other Phantom Knight monsters that you need to get engraved. And the Unicorn is just to help you spin a card later on to help you push for the game. And for the Link 4s, play the one Appaloosa and the one Access Code. Appaloosa's for those games where you don't get the Griffin Rider and you just need to help make monster negates. This is definitely a good addition. But also, I honestly don't think it is needed as much. I mean, obviously, it's going to be a good card to help stop you from getting the Beard, stopping your opponent from telling you no, trying to ash you. But since another card that I actually do play in the side deck is running around rampant, it's just kind of a hit or miss on that. Since Ghost Ogre can just stop this and just stop you from being able to do anything afterwards. And the access code is for the obvious, like pushing for game. And now we're going into the spicy tech of the side deck here.
I was gonna say we could kind of speed through that real quick.
I got you. All right, for monsters, we play 2 Nibiru, 1 Pankratops, and the spicy techs on the side, the Lancia, and the Ghost Ogre.
So what made you? I mean, I know Ghost Ogre is really good, especially like against the mirror match.
Yes.
Pretty much, I think I'm not it, but is that what you're mainly siding for? Is against the mirror match?
Against the mirror match, but also any deck that can play the Brave Engine. Since
Gotcha.
Fateful Adventure does help facilitate a lot of those, having Ghost Ogre to just pop it and they just get nothing afterwards is also very, very good. For spells, we play 6. Play a lot of back row hate in the Harpy's Feather Duster, one Feather Duster, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, and 3 Lightning Storm.
Gotta have it.
Yep. And according to everyone here, I always have it. And for the last card on the side, we play the 1 Red Reboot.
Always, against the trap decks and all that.
Yep. Since Eldritch wants to play 3 skill drain, kind of need this.
Right. So what do you think about the deck so far?
The deck, in my opinion, is broken. It's one of the best decks, if not the best deck for right now. But there are some things that I would change. It's mostly in the side deck and possibly 1 or maybe 2 cards in the main deck that I would change up.
Gotcha. Well, congratulations again to Bobby for winning yet another playmat. You got any final words?
Any final words other than don't drink and drive, don't piss off your elders, and always respect the game. Don't hate it. Don't hate the player.
Of course. Well, as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and we are out.